The Gospel of Matthew, challenging Pauline doctrine by upholding the Torah in the Gospel narrative. The Gospel of Matthew is believed to have been written between 70 to 80 AD, while the Epistles of Paul were written between 50 to 64 AD. It's important to note that these dates are approximate and subject to some scholarly debate. In the 80s, a few years after the death of Paul but before the book of Acts was written, the author of the Gospel of Matthew condemned Paul's central teaching, and interestingly, he did so through the words of Jesus. In the Sermon on the Mount, for instance, we find the following passage attributed to Jesus. "Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth pass away, not one letter, not one stroke of a letter, will pass from the law until all is accomplished. Therefore, whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 5, verses 17 to 19. This is a crucial passage for understanding Matthew's Jesus. As a strict follower of Moses' law, Jesus did not believe in the abolition of Torah. This passage is aimed squarely at the heart of Paul's teaching, which had denied the validity of Jewish law. It is also very easy to see Paul and his followers in the last phrase, "Whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven." Paul's Christ movement was the only religion on the horizon, teaching that people should not observe the law. Matthew sent a stern warning to those who would find Paul's position attractive. Jesus would not have agreed with you. He made clear to his followers that Paul's religion was not for them. Steer clear of these people was his advice. Their message violates the religion of Jesus. Abandonment of Torah was not consistent with the religion taught and practiced by Jesus. Matthew's Jesus was even more stringent than the Pharisees and required his followers to live up to the challenge of the higher righteousness.